As yesterday we discussed, and we start with the if condition, and we also study the else part as well. So, from yesterday session, is there any question, anything confusing, which you didn't get till now? And once when you practice, even you're facing issues, is there anything?
Teacher Furkan, first I say hi to you and everybody. Can I share my screen? Even I have the right result on the console, but I see the red dot. Can I share my screen?
Okay, go ahead, share your screen.
Right here, I have a red dot, but I have the result.
And you have the result. Okay. Can you just double click out somewhere on the screen? Can you click somewhere on the screen? Because why it's all selected in a highlighted mode? Okay, let me check it. Okay, that's the body and age is 20. If age is greater than 75, you're eligible to register. Okay. As a
Oh, now I got it, because on the second line 11, instead of 20, I had another number. That was different number. So I got it now. Everything is solved. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, welcome. No worries.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Anyone else who's facing issue? Okay, if there is no one, let's proceed. As guys, yesterday we discussed about if else. If means that you're putting some condition in a bracket or parameter, and that will be the entry gate or passing gate for you. But if it didn't work, you have a default case for that, and that default case will be else. But today we're gonna study multiple conditioning, like we will have a if, and with that we will have a else if as well continuously. So that for that, let's check it. I will let me open the Paint. Let's first discuss it right here. Let me take the brush. Today we will study else if. What does it do, else if do? It acts like if, same, but it is in continuation of if. Suppose, for example, you're putting a condition that if this condition not happened, you will apply one another condition, and that condition will be like this: else if you put a condition right here, this will be the body, and if it not happen, again you have one another else if. Means you can put multiple condition continuously with your code, but if none of them happen, at the end you have else. That is the default case for every if condition statements. That else case doesn't have any condition, so we keep that for our default execution. Okay, let's now proceed with the code. I will take a new class, new file. For taking a new file, I will go to my project. I created a basic Java package, so I will select the basic Java package. Now I'll right click on that. Once I right click on that, on a new, I will select a class and I will name it uni admission. It will be the university admission package or program. So I'll click on finish. Now the structure of the code is ready-made defined for me by the IDE of Eclipse. So I don't need to be worried about that. So I will create a program right here that I will set a specific particular range for the college admissions. For the bachelor, I have a specific range of age. For the master's, I have a specific range of age. And for PhD, I have a specific range of age. So how can I decide these ranges? We will see in this program. Okay. For let's suppose let me comment this first out and let me take a notes right here. For a bachelor degree, I will put B for bachelor. For bachelor degree, the region will be starting like suppose in Asian countries it start from 18 and it will be allowed till age of 30, I guess. Let me check one another comment. For master degree, I will put M for master. The range will start from 31 and it will go till it can be till 40, I guess. So for PhD, the range start from 41 till 60 or 60 plus we can take. This is this set of particular rules that I set for my college. Suppose I'm the principal and you're the developer. I'm telling you that, hey, this is my specification customer requirement that create a program so that it should not take greater than for this age for bachelor degree. It should not take greater than age for master degree. And for PhD degree range, it starts from 41 to 60 plus. Now, how are we gonna create a program? First of all, in each program, guys, whenever you're starting to code, first of all, you need to understand what? The input, and you have to imagine the output. Your input is in here, age, and your output is the condition that what you want to print on the screen. So just imagine these things in mind, you will definitely solve the 50% of the code logic. So the rest is you have to write down on the code, on the basis of code. So let's go ahead and start writing the code. Okay, first of all, I need a one variable for age. So what should I do? I will take the data type as an integer. I will put name as a variable name as a age. I will make it equal as a what? I will equal it as a, like suppose I will equal it as a 18. This is my first variable. I declare it and I initialize it right on the line number 11. So I did both works on same line. I save the space. Now my next job is, let's print a beautiful message system dot out dot println. For that, I will pass college admission portal. Suppose assume it as a website of the college or software of the college, which is installed on the advanced section or admission section of the college members. Now, after that, I will do it. I will put a condition right here that I will tell the user if age variable is greater than, I'm putting multiple condition. Very careful, guys. If I'm putting age is greater than, guys, 18, or 18 is also allow. So if you want to take from 18, so you need to put a condition like this: if age is greater or equal. If I put greater than equal sign together, it means that if it is greater or equal to 18, so he is allowed, or he is what, eligible for admission. So the system need to print for me system.out dot println. System need to print what for me? It should print you can, your admission is approved. You can pass any message, but you can see that I'm still missing the last condition, that okay, starting age will be from 18, but what about 30? I took only that if it is greater than equal to 18. So if I leave it with that condition, it will even take, if I put 60, it will take it, and it will print it that you are eligible for this admission, for B admission, bachelor. Now, if I put, and I have to put one another condition as well, so that I can control the what? The range. For putting one another condition, we have one operator that is called AND operator. You need to put double AND on the screen. So whenever you put double AND, and now here is again, you need to put age is less than what? Less than equal to 30. Once you put that, you specifically take a range. This condition means like this. Let me erase this. Look, guys, let me explain it in whiteboard so that you guys don't confuse. I put a condition if this is my age variable. If it is greater than equal to 18, and this is an AND, double AND operator, and age is less than equal to 13. What does it mean, guys? This means that it will take the range. We declared a specific range. How we declared? With the help of this logical AND operators. So how it will works? It will take from 18, 19, 20, it will go till 30. This range I specified for my if condition, that in between this range, between 18 till 30, if there's any number come, so you must execute my if condition block. You don't need to execute other blocks if numbers or digits come between this range. Now let's go back to the Eclipse. Now my next condition will be for master degree. And now suppose if this condition not applies, the age of the person is 31, 32. So for that, I need to take one another condition for master degree. I will put else if it will work same like what if, but you need with slightly changes. Okay, now again, age if, else if age is greater than equal to 31 and age is less than equal to what? Less than equal to 14. This will be a range for what, guys? This will be a range for master's degree. So I will copy this, Control C, and I will paste it right here. So your admission is approved for M for B. Now, this condition satisfied with the master degree. Range start from 31 and goes till 40. I specified the range between 31 and 40. If there any number comes, so it will goes with this condition, this block of code. If I pass the digit between 31 to 40, so it will not execute this line of code. It will directly execute this particular piece of code. But if it missed from that range, missed from both of the range, which is in above condition, so we need to take care of that range in this little part. So I will put condition if age is greater than equal to what? 41, and I will put if age is less than equal to what?
60. 60. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. 60. So you need to do what for me? You need to tell that the computer that printed your admission is approved for
PhD.
PhD. Definitely. Now we will have an else case as well right in here. So how we will have else case? Else, if none of these above range apply here, that if the age is greater than even 60, that means the age will be 61, 62. So you should print it out here that your admission is not approved. Approved. Now, this piece of code, guys, check ranges. We specify a range with the if, else if, in last case, default case, we have else. Now, if I execute this, first of all, just check. My age value is 18. Till now, we are doing static programming. So age is equal to 18. If I run it on the console, you can see that. Let me maximize the console. College admission portal, it's printed for me. Your admission is approved for B. Let's check. If I change it to 25 and save it and run it again, it will print for me your admission is approved for B. All the time when the compiler comes, it will compile the code like this. First of all, it will come and check that, okay, ages, I put a condition here, age is greater than equal to 18 and age is less than, it is in range, so it should print this particular section. Let me explain this in a whiteboard. Let me erase this section. Where is the eraser? Okay, let's take a new one. First, my first condition, just keep focus here, right, guys? I will explain the flow. I put the conditions that if age is greater than equal to 18 and age is less than equal to 30. How will it execute it, compiler? You have a variable of age right here and you store 18. So compiler will come and check, okay, this age 18 is greater than equal to 18. No, it is not greater, but it is equal to 18. Okay, this case satisfy the condition, and they check other side of the code as well, because we put end. End means that both sides should satisfy the condition, not one side. And also it will check that age 18 is less than equal to 30. Exactly, it is not equal to 30, but it is less than 30. So this condition also applies. So both conditions are satisfied. Now we compiler will enter to the body of F, and whatever data we are printing out here, it will print for us. But suppose, for example, we will take else if, we will go for else if case, else if age is greater than equal to 31 and age is less than equal to 40. How this
40.
condition will apply here? So this condition will apply like this. Let me change the value of age to, like suppose, let me put it to 35. So it will, compiler will come and check. Instead of age, it will put 35. If is 35 greater than equal to 18? No, this will not, both of them will not happen. It will check other part of the code after the end, which I put here. So is this 35 5 is less than equal to 30? No. So my first case, my first if is not applied, not successful. It gets false. So if this condition is fails, so compiler will directly jump and come to the next condition. It will check that whether this 35 is greater than equal to 31. Sure, because it's not equal, but it is greater than 31. And same, it will check other side of the condition. My 35 is less than equal to 40. Definitely, it is not equal, but it is less than 40. So both sides are satisfied with the condition. So it will enter to the body of what? Else if. So it will print whatever data we are printing on the else if part of the our code. And same applies with the next else if. Same concept will applies and execution will start like this. Now this was the explanation. Now let's change the value. Now I will put 37. Let me run it. Now the data is printed. Your admission is approved for M. It means that my admission is approved for master degree. And let's change it to 45. If I change it to 45, if I run it, the data is printed that your admission is approved for PhD degree. Now let me change this to 67. If I run it, now it's printed that your admission is not approved. It means that none of the above condition or ranges apply with the value which we given in int age. So it will go directly execute the default case or else case, that this will be your else case, default case, that none of the above condition is applied with the value which you were given. Was that clear, guys? Is there any question? Confusing point?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So with the conditions, the else, and if per se, the first condition, it's true, right? Then it wouldn't go to the other conditions, it will stop there. And
Definitely.
then it will just,
Yeah.
and
Katya.
and vice versa.
Yeah, Katya, if this condition true and get executed, so compiler will ignore all of these other codes which we have written right here. This is the beauty of the if and else. If it fails for the first condition, so compiler will check the next line as well. So it will search for that. So if this executed, so compiler will ignore all of the rest of the code, and it will execute only this line. But if this condition also fails, compiler will go for next condition. It will, the execution start from top to bottom.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, guys, go ahead and type this. I'll give you 5 minutes for this. Let me make it a little bit, zoom out it. Hope it is visible for you. Let me erase this section as well. Let me erase it. Just guys, go ahead, create a new file. And once you created a new file, just try to write down this code. I will give you 5 minutes for that. Don't rush, just write it down step by step. Just guys, we create a new file with the name of greater numbers. So we are practicing what? We are practicing, we will check two numbers that which one is greater. So we will check this. Now for checking that, we need to, first of all, know the input of our program, and we need to know output of the program. For doing that, we need to do what? First of all, we need two variable int num1, I will equal to what? 30. And number 2, I will equal to what? I will equal to which number, guys? I will equal to, like, suppose we will add it as a 50. So let's now compare these two digits. System dot out dot println checking the greater number. Now I will put my if condition. How my if condition will start? I will add like this. If num1 is greater than what? Num2. So print system dot out dot println. Say it like this, that the greater number is, add a concatenation sign num1. Because we check the condition, we put the condition like this, that if num1 is greater than num2, so num1 will be the greatest number. So I add the comment like this. But I will put the condition else if num1 is greater less than num2. This is the one way, or you can do it like this. If num2 is greater than num1. This is the next, this is my what? Next condition. You can do it both way. System dot out dot println. I'll add a semicolon. Inside double quote, you can pause the comment that the greater number is, add a concatenation sign num2. Else, we will add a else case. Else, if none of these conditions apply, you can print it out that system dot out dot println. I will add that you are out of, okay, no, you're out of range. I'll save this and I will run this program. Check, guys. Now, as we are doing static programming, each and every value we are defining inside the code. So we are not still yet started with the dynamic programming. So you can see that inside num1, I have 30 value. Inside num2, I have 50 value. This is my first variable, or we can say this is my first container, and this is my second container or second variable. So the compiler will start compiling. It will check in num1 I have 30, in num2 I have what, 50. So is this condition satisfied? No, because never 30 is greater than 50. So this if condition will fail. So compiler will come to the next line, will check num2 is greater than num1. Obviously, because 50 is always greater than 30. So compiler will execute this line for me. Now I'll save it and run it. If I run it, you can see that the greater number is 50. It printed this line for me. If I change the value, let's make this 60. Now, if I run it, now it printed out the first condition for me. This is my first condition, that the greater number is 60. You can see that I put a slightly changes in number format. I put the first condition U number capital, the second condition U in small case. But now I got the first capital U because it executes the first piece of code for me. This was only for making points that I am in a first condition. System.out.println. This was about the greater number. Now I will give you one task right here in this code. When you're writing the code, you need to do what? You need to check what if both of them will be 1660. I will run it. What it prints to me, guys? It prints you're out of range. My message is wrong, but conceptually it is right, because 60 is equal to 60. It will check, is 60 greater than 60? No, it will fail this condition. Is 60 greater than 60 in num2? No, this condition will also fail. So if both of the condition will fail, compiler will by default execute this line of code. So for that, taking care of that, let's do one thing.
So in this case, we can write greater than equal to 60, right?
No, if I write like this, so you mean I have to write like this now?
Yes.
Okay, but it will do it. It will all the time execute my first line. Let me check it. You can see that it will always execute the first condition. It will not goes for other condition as well. For that, I need to take what? I need to take one else if, and I will put if num1 equal to num2. So you need to print what for me? You need to print that both are equal. Both are equal. Now, if I run this, you can see that this condition, my third condition applies, that both are equal. Actually, the aim of this program was that I was introducing the double equal operator for you. These are all which you are studying, guys. These are the operators in Java. So we learned today AND operator and if condition. We learned double equal operators for checking if the two values are equal. Now we got it?
Yes, sir, but in line of 10, you have inside of curly bracket after the number, you have is this a negative sign? Just want to make sure.
Which one? This one?
Yes.
This is only for printing purpose. This nothing to do with anything. This is only for displaying on the screen the data.
All right.
Now go ahead, type this code on your screens. Now go ahead and type on your screen. Excellent job, Katya and Farid. Zakia, no worries. If you need any help, you can ping me or you can ask me directly, okay? If you're facing any issues with the installation and configuration. Excellent job, Ahmed. Sierra. Excellent job, Ahmed Samadi. You're welcome, Zakia. Excellent, Masood. Ashkan, excellent. And I had Nuri, excellent.
Can I share my screen, sir?
I guess you're Nasib, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Nasib.
I don't know what I did here. It says error.
May on line number 19, at the end of line number 19, you put a semicolon. Just remove that semicolon. Save it and run it. Why it says you're out of range?
Because we gave him this condition right here, else because this is greater. Num1 is less. Num2 is greater than num1.
Because in both of the conditions, look in first if condition, you put a condition that num1 is greater than num2. But in second condition, as if you also put the same condition, you need to do what you need to make it swap the places of num1 with num2 inside. No. It will not work. It will not work. Leave it like this. Come to line number 15. Just change the position of the num1 and num2. Yeah, this is good. Now save the program and run it. Now you will get the result.
Thank you.
You're most. Let me share screen again. Okay, we have a message. Sadaf, excellent job, Sadaf.
So for Con, I have something to say to the class, but I don't know. It's the. Can you give me 1 second, or we can talk at the end?
Yeah, we can talk at the end, Masood. No worries.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now I will give you one assignment in the class. You need to do it right in the class. So I will ask someone randomly to share the screen and I will check it. Till now, you just learned that how you will compare two digits. Now I'll give you, write a program for me. Let me write a program for me. Let me comment this. Write a program that can check 3 numbers and find the greater number from them. Like, for example, I will give A as a 3, comma, B as a 4, C as a 5. You need, which one is the greater one? C. But this should apply with the code. Code should identify that the C is greater than both of them. So go ahead, take a new file, write down the code so that I can see that who's now able and who catch the logic of the program. Now I did it the two digits for you. Your duty is to do the 3 digits for me. Go ahead, it applies with the same logic, but it has a little bit hint that I will give you at the end. But first of all, let me check who can do it. I will leave that. Let me erase this. The logic's in front of you. For that, I will give you again 5 minutes. I'll pause the recording. Let's bring it in recording. I forgot the recording. We create a new file. After that, we take a 3 variable, num1, num2, and num3. Later on, I passes a beautiful message on the screen. So next, I need to put my condition right, start my if condition. First of all, I need to compare num1 with these two, num2 and num3. For checking that, how can I check this? Num1, if num1 is greater than num2, and I put the end double operator. Double operator means that both sides of the condition should satisfy. LS right hand side and left hand side must be both must be satisfied, so that after that the condition will execute. So, and with the same time, num1 also should greater than num3. So then we can say that num1 is the greater number. System dot out dot println. I'll pass the comment that bigger value or bigger numbers number, add a concatenation sign, pass the num1. This is my first case. I covered till this point my first case. Now I have a second case. It is possible that num2 will greater than both of them, num1 and num3. So for that we need to take else case, else if. Open the body for else if. Now you need to check num2 if else if num2 is greater than what? Num1 and num2 is greater than num3. In that condition only, then num2 will be the greater number than num1 and num3. So I'll pass num2 right here. But what if that num3 is the greater number? So for that, we need to take one another else if as well. So, and here I should pass that now the time or case of num3, else if num3 is greater than num1 and num3 is greater than num2. In that time, only the greater number is what? Num3. So here I should pass the first case. First F block. Here I will pass second else F block. Here I will pass the third so that we can identify we are in which block. Third else F block. Next, let me take this right here. Third is now we have one another condition that a time will come that three of this number will be equal. So for that we will have else if we will say if num1 equal to what? Equal to num2 and num1 equal to num3. Till this point you are good to go. So here is a trick. System dot out dot println. Let's figure it out. All of them are what? Are equal. Now let's run the command code. So as of now, if I run this, I'll say okay. You can see that we are in third block, and what it says that the bigger number, third else if, is 59. Let's now change the value. I will make the first one 100. So it will print out for me what? Bigger number is first if block, that is 100. Let's make the second one as a 200. Now my program gets a little bit interesting. So the bigger number is, and we are in second else if block, it's 200. But let's make all of them as a 200. What will happen? It will print all of them are equal. Here is a point that most of the people will take the code like this, that it will put one another condition that and num2 is equal to num1 and num2 is equal to num3. Guys, you don't need to put like this. The first case that you put that num1 is equal to num2 and num1 is equal to num3. This condition is more enough, because if num1 is 200 and equal to num3, vice versa is also applicable, that num3 is also equal to num1. So you didn't need to put an extra commands or an extra code for that. That much code is enough. So this was about comparing 3 digits that we will find the greater number from that. Now, till this point, do we have any question? Any confusing point? Okay, great. Okay, try to write down from my screen. I guess some people are still remaining. Claire, yeah, and I had Claire. It's excellent. Okay, what's your issue, Khalid? What's your mistake? Those who didn't write, so they can try to read my from my screen.
Okay, I'll just copy it from your screen.
Okay, I will just pass it on the chat box. Okay, what's your mistake, Khalid?
I don't know. I was getting an error on my thing, but I can't share my
Okay,
I
go
can't
ahead,
share my
share your
screen
screen.
because what was that?
Okay, can you
I'm
share
using
your
the
screen?
I'm using the desktop version of Zoom, so not the app, so I can't share my screen for some reason on the
Oh.
desktop version.
Can you read the error? For us?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, guys, we are winding up here. Our class is over for today's session. We are done with the if, else, if, else. With the conditions, we are done. We are just remaining with switch cases that tomorrow we will be studying switch cases. And with tomorrow, we will be ending up with the conditional statement. From next Monday, we're gonna start with the loops as well. So tomorrow is our class, so be on time. We will study the switch cases, and we will also study the dynamic programming method as well. The dynamic method, I will show you that today in these 3 days, you just take the value and change the value statically inside the code. But from tomorrow onward, you will learn the trick that you don't need to put these values. You will put it directly on the runtime from the console with the scanner class. So inshallah, we will study that. If there is no question, no suggestion, thank you so much. I will stop the recording.